Good evening, everyone. I'm Vaishnavi Vaiti from Kirin Advisors. Welcome to the virtual roadshow of Nikita Papers Limited. Today, we will provide a brief overview of the company and its innovative business model, along with insights into the sustainable manufacturing within the paper industry. Nikita Papers Limited is a manufacturer of high quality craft paper serving the packaging, FMCG, and industrial sectors. With over 34 years of expertise, the company is committed to delivering eco-friendly, durable, and high-performance paper solutions. The company integrates zero liquid discharge (ZLD) biomass fuel usage in in-house power generation to ensure superior product quality while minimizing environmental impact. From management team, we have Mr. Ayush Bansal, whole-time director.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Ayush sir, and welcome.
Thank you,
Mr.
Vaishnavi.
Abhinav Bansal, promoter.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you, Vaishnavi, for
Good
inviting
evening,
us
sir.
here.
Welcome.
Thank you.
From Fast Track Fintech Private Limited team, we have CS Rakesh Pathak, Assistant Manager.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you, Vaishnavi.
Welcome, Rakesh sir. Good evening. CA Amisha Gupta, Assistant Manager.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, Amisha ma'am, and welcome to the roadshow. Now let's play a short corporate video of the company. Let's start.
India's paper industry is evolving, but still faces challenges like low per capita consumption, high raw material costs, and rising sustainability demands. In this space, manufacturers need to be smart, sustainable, and scalable. Enter Nikita Papers Limited, a name trusted in the craft paper industry for over 3 decades. Founded in 1989.
Now I hand over to Ayush sir to tell us the journey of the company. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Vaishnavi. Good evening, everyone. So, just a small brief before Abhinav takes us through the presentations. Nikita Paper presently is a manufacturing company manufacturing craft paper solutions for various requirements of the market. We are present pan-India and globally as well. The company started in 1992 with a modest capacity of 4,000 tons per annum. Presently, we are operating at a capacity of 1,33,000 tons per annum manufacturing craft paper. We are now foraying into the waste to energy. For it, we are coming out with the IPO. The major expansion that we are planning is the waste to energy 9 megawatt uh, captive power plant, which will give us forward integration by increasing our production capacities and also give us a drastic jump in the bottom line. I would request Abhinav to take us through the presentation once, and this will highlight the what we are presently doing in the company, what the business is about, and what our growth story till now has been. Abhinav, please.
Thank you, Ayush. Isha, can we start with the presentation, please?
Yes, sir. We'll start with the presentation. So before the presentation, can we play the AV again as we had some issues with the AV before? We'll play it once again, then we can.
Yeah, sure.
Is evolving, but still faces challenges like low per capita consumption, high raw material costs, and rising sustainability demands. In this space, manufacturers
I think let's go with the video later, Vaishnavi, after the presentation is done.
Yes, sir. Yes, sure. Over to you, sir.
Good evening, everybody. Today, we will be talking about the journey of Nikita Papers Limited as a company, as an enterprise, as a powerhouse. Nikita Papers Limited was incorporated in 1989 by our grandfather, late Shri Naresh Chandra Bansalji. It started production in 1992 with a very modest capacity of 4,000 tons per annum. And today we are proud to say that we are manufacturing close to 1,33,000 tons of craft paper of different grades, different sizes, and different strengths, and for different purposes like packaging, corrugation box manufacturing, carry bag manufacturing, and various other industrial sectors. Next slide, please. We would be talking about these facts in the in the ongoing slides. We would be talking about our power plants. We would be talking about our sustainability, innovative things that we've done for the company, about our financials. Next, please. We would like to be the first choice for our customers for superior quality craft paper produced in a sustainable and ethical manner. And we would like to be very good at what we do. We would want to be इन अ वी हमें हमें हमेशा अपने हमारे बड़ों ने समझाया है कि बेटा सबसे पहले क्वालिटी है, बाकी सब उसके बाद है, एंड दैट इज एज अ कंपनी दैट इज व्हाट वी स्टिक टू एंड दैट इज व्हाट वी कीप डूइंग. Next slide, please. These are our investment highlights wherein we are very strong as a company, like strong, we have a very strong leadership, we have financial stability, and as a company, हम जो करते हैं, it is a very sustainable manner for environment, for everybody. And this is what we would be talking about in the ongoing slides. Next, please. We've just been awarded as a gold medal award winner for the Pokayoke competition, which was held by CII very currently. It was उसमें काफी industries ने participate किया था from all over India, and we were one of the gold award winners in the same. Next, please. Let us talk about the journey of the company. The company was incorporated in 1989. The company started production in 1992. The model 30 tons per day capacity. In 2003, converted to a W20 company. In 2013, we transitioned from an agro pulping to a recycled pulping company. Basically, paper manufacturing करीब 3 तरीके से होती है. One is from wood pulp, one is from agro pulping, that is जो बायोमास वेस्ट या एग्रो वेस्ट जो होता है उससे उसकी आप पेपर बना सकते हैं. एंड वन इज थ्रू द रिसाइकिल्ड पेपर, जो वेस्ट पेपर होता है, धोती होती है, हाउस होल्ड वेस्ट होता है, बॉक्सेस, वो सबसे आप लोग पेपर बना सकते हैं. फिर 2013 we transitioned from an agro pulping company to a waste recycling company. It was a conscious effort we took because of many reasons, and today we are proud to say that in 2025 we are a 100% recycled company. हम लोग एक हर किलो हमारा जो कागज बनता है, it is from recycled paper. In 2014 the management took a very conscious effort to convert to a zero liquid discharge. What is a zero liquid discharge? Basically, paper industry is a very water intensive industry. So उसमें there is waste water that is involved with the manufacturing of paper. So the management took a conscious decision that we will not throw out any waste water from our factory premises. We will treat every liter of water and we will reuse it. It took us time, but today we are proud to say that we are one of the few manufacturers in India and paper industries who've been certified as a zero liquid discharge by the Pollution Control Board. In 2016, we installed a 2.5 megawatt thermal power plant. Paper industry is a very power intensive industry. So that 2.5 megawatt thermal plant helped us to cut down our cost and bring our bottom line up that time. In 2018, we converted that thermal power plant to a biomass based boiler. Biomass is a biofuel, waste agro जिसको आप बोलते हैं. So हमारा thought था शुरू से ही from 2016-17 we would like to shift from biofuel, from fossil fuels to something that is renewable, something that brings the carbon emissions as a company down. In 2021 we installed COVID के time पर we installed a very a cutting edge paper machine with a capacity of 85,000 tons. Along with it, a power plant. The machine was installed to manufacture craft paper, which can be and which will be used for high quality paper, high quality like carry bags, shopping bags, cement jumbo bags. उन सब applications के लिए वो paper use हो सकता है. After 2021, we did a prototype manufacturing. एक power plant हमने लगाया with the approval of the pollution control board to use RDF. RDF is treated municipal waste, जो हम कचरा बाहर फेंक देते हैं, आप और हम देखते हैं, जो बड़े बड़े कचरे के पहाड़ हैं, उसको यूज करने के लिए एज फ्यूल. वी वर गिवन परमिशन बाय द बोर्ड एंड वी आर प्राउड टू से दैट हमने अपना काफी बायोमास भी उस RDF से ऑफसेट कर लिया है. नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज. These are the different types of papers that we manufacture. In a segment, we are making corrugation paper, packaging paper, crafting paper. Different shades में होता है, which is natural shades and GY shade. The grammage ranges from 80 GSM to 200 GSM, and the BF ranges from 18 BF to 35 BF. BF would be the strength of the paper. In the specialty paper segment, we are making paper for shopping bags, food pouches, carry bags, cement bags, jumbo tea bags, fast food pouches, pizza boxes. इन सब के लिए हम कागज बनाते हैं. Then there are also in various shades, GY being one of the very prominent color. We make that in 70 to 200 GSM, and the BF range, which is the strength range, is between 18 to 35. Next, please. This is basically the paper that we make is used for making corrugation paper, carry bag paper, fluting paper. जो आप corrugation बनाते हैं उसमें there is a fluting line जिसमें paper use होता है. So these are various applications wherein our craft paper is used today. Next, please. We are a 100% recycled company. We are also a tree-free company. We do not use any pulp that is made from wood, or no wood or wood pulp is used to make our paper. The paper that we use is also chemical free. It is unbleached and it does not require any chemical for making of the paper. Next, please. This is the capacity utilization in year on year. हमारी capacity utilization है. These are a couple of pictures of the power of our PM1 and PM2. दो paper machines हैं हमारे premises में. उनकी pictures हैं. Next, please. This is about our turnover. हम craft paper हमारा हम कैसे क्या करते हैं. It is a little about that. This slide shows us where we are selling our paper. If you would see that we are working in many states all over India, we are not just confined to UP or Delhi or just parts of northern India. We try to diversify our sales. We have a very huge distributor dealer network wherein we try to work with most of the states all over India and diversify our business network. Next, please. This slide shows about our key customers. In December 2024, our top 5 customers were 65% and top 10 customers were close to 84%. And this is a comparison between what we've done in the last couple of years. Basically, what we have is a distributor dealer model wherein we have fixed distributors and there are different corrugators or paper bag makers who keep procuring the paper from them. We have distributors who are who've been with the company for a very, very long time, which shows a strength in the distribution segment. हम काफी समय से काफी पर्टिकुलर डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर्स के साथ जुड़े हुए हैं, काफी सालों से जुड़े हुए हैं और वो हमारे से इस कंपनी से काफी समय से व्यापार कर रहे हैं. नेक्स्ट प्लीज. Now I'd like to talk about the green initiatives that Nikita Papers has taken for a couple of years now. Apart from the green initiative being हमको innovation में and green practices जो हमने follow की हैं, we've also benefited from them monetarily. If we start from a zero liquid discharge, I have already spoken about हम लोग we do not throw out any water, we do not throw out any wastewater from our premises. So that wastewater is treated and then it is used in the machines again for the same process again and again. We have to pay money to the government to pump any water from the groundwater जो हम borewell use करते हैं. So since 2014 now हमने शुरू किया zero liquid discharge. So it benefited us in terms of money tremendously. When we talk about our initiative Waste to Energy का, in 2021 we came up with an idea that पहले municipal waste was only allowed to be used by cement plants. So we went to the pollution board. We asked them that why can't we as a company, we as a manufacturer use it. We showed them different places, different areas. हमारा काफी back and forth discussion हुआ, and they allowed us a permission on a prototype basis. The prototype was successful, and today we are proud to say that we are using RDF. हम काफी say we are using RDF close to 500 tons per day of municipal waste जो हम अपने प्लांट में फॉर पावर जनरेशन हम लोग यूज कर रहे हैं. अपार्ट फ्रॉम रिड्यूसिंग आवर कार्बन फुटप्रिंट एंड इट इज आल्सो रिड्यूसिंग आवर डिपेंडेंसी ऑन द पावर ग्रिड जो हम बिजली खरीदते हैं, it is also benefiting our bottom line a lot. We've also installed a 1.5 megawatt solar power plant which is supporting our energy goals. We've also in-house a lean sigma team which guides us. Lean is a Japanese concept wherein it guides us with it reduces our cost. We have say close to 20-25 lean people who guide us round the clock and tell us how can we reduce our costs with whatever resources that we have in hand. And over a period of time, it has also helped us a lot in terms of quality, quantity, and in terms of our bottom line. We're also getting EPRs. What are EPRs? EPRs is extended producers responsibility. We are getting plastic credits from the government. Government allows us to generate EPRs for the amount of waste plastic that we have used to manufacture, to generate electricity. And I will be talking about in the next slide as well. It is a good quantum and it's a very good initiative by the government. Next slide, please. This is about our IPO. We are wanting to set up a 9 megawatt power plant. We already have a 3.5 and 1.5 megawatt power plant, which we are using RDF for, and biomass is mixed in that. So we have a requirement of 9 megawatts to power for Nikita papers. So in FY24, the fuel cost was about 21.45 CR and the grid power cost, जो बिजली हम grid से खरीदते हैं, from सरकार से खरीदते हैं, it was close to 21.19 CR. So what we are wanting to do is we are wanting to set up a 9 megawatt power plant from municipal waste to offset this cost that we are buying and increase our bottom line. We are also one of the very first in the paper industries to generate power from municipal solid waste or RDF. You can put RDF is refined municipal solid waste. After cleaning municipal solid waste, you get RDF. Next slide, please. This is a little snapshot of how our waste to energy power plant will look like. When we talk about zero liquid discharge, we are achieving 100% wastewater recycling. It enhances our raw material recovery a lot. जब हम पानी बाहर नहीं फेंकते हैं तो हम पानी को जब रिसाइकिल करते हैं तो उसमें जो भी हमारा पेपर प्रोडक्ट्स मिला हुआ होता है, anything that is recovered from that paper, from that water, I'm sorry. And it's also strengthening our environmental sustainability goals. Next, please. These are our board of directors with the chairman Shri Sudhir Bansal ji, managing director Shri Ashok Bansal ji, full-time director Shri Ayush Bansal ji, Shrimati Sandhya Bansal ji, independent director Shri Ashok Kumar Mittal ji, CA Shri Akash Gupta ji, and CA Shri Sudhir Jain ji. Next, please. If you talk about industry as a whole, the last year in FY24, the company, the industry, paper industry as a whole did a turnover of around 80,000 CR with 27.15 million tons of any sort of paper. Next, please. The per capita paper consumption in India right now is very less compared to all over the world. The per capita consumption is close to 19 kgs, and the world average is close to 55 kgs. So we are there's a long way to go to catch up with the world average, which is a very good thing for the paper industry. And given the scenario that single-use plastics is being banned all across India, and individuals as a whole, you, me, are having a conscious effort not to use single-use plastics. Paper is a very upcoming segment. Different types of papers are being used for different grades, and different packaging innovations are being done for different products for which single-use plastics were being used before. Next slide, please. So if you would see the packaging paper or paperboard segment for the whole manufacturing of India as a whole is say close to 59%. The writing, printing, specialty paper is say 35%, and newsprint is close to 6%. Next, please. So these are a couple of government regulations, and how are they impacting on the paper industry? The government has come down with different plastic waste management rules. They've come down with very high restrictions on single-use plastics. They've come out with EPR regulations which require producers and brand owners to collect and recycle equivalent plastic waste, which is a headache for every brand owner or a producer. So there are various recycling mandates on the plastic industry. So this has impacted paper industry in a very positive way. There is shift towards sustainable alternatives, different segments of paper, biodegradable paper, recyclable paper. Next, please. So there's a little benchmarking against our peers. They're not our peers, they're actually our seniors. And they exactly do not manufacture all of them white craft paper that we make. Most of them make white paper that is used for writing, printing, A4 size. Next, please. This is a little SWOT analysis that we have done for the company. If I would like to talk about our weaknesses, so as an industry, there are low margins, there's stiff competitions from nearby paper mills, and the paper industry is very power intensive. So what we as Nikita Papers are trying to do to address these weaknesses are, we're just we're wanting to invest into a power plant which will mostly reduce or completely offset our power costs. We are manufacturing high grade, high quality paper, which is high margin, like carry bag paper, shopping bag papers, and in turn, this helps us to differentiate from other paper mills who are not making such paper. So thereby, we will not have that sort of competition from the nearby paper mills. Next, please. There are different things that we're doing here. The company aims to expand its production line by developing new craft paper grades and custom solutions to meet diverse customer needs. The company is working on optimizing its supply chain to reduce lead times, lower costs, and improve overall efficiencies. The company is consolidating its position in the existing market while expanding into new regions by marketing special grade papers globally. The company plans to increase inventory levels to support expansion, meet rising demands, and ensure consistent product supply to our customers. Next, please. These are the key financial highlights for us. It is a comparison between FY22, 23, 24, and till December 24 numbers. Next, please. In this slide, if you would see, our power and fuel cost is coming out drastically over a period of time. In December 24, on a pro rata basis, it was 25.50. In FY24, it was 42.64. FY23, it was 52.16. It was basically because we had started using municipal waste RDF basically is free of cost. We get it free of cost, and it is also, the freight is also subsidized by the government. The transporter gives us a subsidy. We are getting RDF from all over Haryana, parts of UP, even Himachal Pradesh, Delhi, even parts of Rajasthan, and we charge very less, very non-substantial for even for the freight portion. Next, please. Next, please. Next, please. This is a P&L, and it is a comparison between FY22 versus 23, 24 until December 24. Next, please. Next, please. For the object of the issue, next, please. I would like to request Rakesh ji to talk about the issue highlights.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you, Avinash sir. The company is coming up with the SME IPO offering up to 64,94,400 equity shares with price band of rupees 95 to 104. Accordingly, the issue size of the company is 67.54 crore at upper price band, and as per price band, the lot size is 1,200 equity shares. For issue price, the anchor is opening on 26th May 2025, and the issue is opening on 27th May 2025 and closing on 29th May 2025. Further, out of total offering, 3,26,400 equity shares are reserved for market maker, out of which and 30,84,000 equity shares are offering to the QIBs, and 9,25,200 equity shares are offered to NIs, and 1,58,800 equity shares are being offered to retails. Further, pre-issue holding of the company is in pre-issue holding, the promoter and promoter group consists 80.38%, which consists 1 crore 46 lakhs 8,150 equity shares, and for public it is 19.618%, which consists 35 lakh 65,350 equity shares. And post-issue holding of the company consists promoter and promoter group, which is around 59.22%, and the equity shares holding of the promoter and promoter group is 1 crore 46 lakhs 8,150 equity shares, and for public it is 1 crore 59,750. Further, pre-issue equity shares of the company is 1 crore 181 lakhs 73,500 equity shares, and post-issue equity shares of the company is 2 crore 46 lakhs 67,900 equity shares. Accordingly, the market cap of the company is at upper price band is 256 crores to 256.55 crores. Thank you.
Abhinav sir, you're on mute.
Sorry. About the object of the issue, we would like to, we are looking to invest into the waste to energy plant, say about 50 CRs. 5 CR would go to the working capital requirement, and the rest of the money will go for general corporate purposes. Next, please. These are intermediaries.
Thank you, Abhinav, for a detailed presentation. We'll try once
India's
again the
paper industry
video.
is evolving,
If
but still faces challenges like low per capita consumption, high raw material costs, and rising sustainability demands. In this space, manufacturers need to be smart, sustainable, and scalable. Enter Nikita Papers Limited, a name trusted in the craft paper industry for over 3 decades. Founded in 1989, Nikita Papers Limited began with a single unit in Shamli, Uttar Pradesh. Over time, the company expanded operations, transitioned to eco-friendly practices, and integrated advanced manufacturing systems, working towards a circular economy and net zero carbon emissions. From converting to zero liquid discharge in 2013, shifting to biomass fuel in 2016, to launching a state-of-the-art paper machine in 2021, the journey reflects innovation at every step. Leading this growth are visionaries: Mr. Sudhir Kumar Bansal, Chairman Mr. Ashok Kumar Bansal, Managing Director, and Mr. Ayush Bansal, Whole-Time Director. Together, they bring decades of leadership and commitment to sustainable, quality-driven growth. With 2 modern manufacturing units in Shamli, Uttar Pradesh, and an installed capacity of 133,000 metric tons per annum, Nikita produces craft paper ranging from 80 to 200 GSM, catering to industries like packaging, shopping bags, food pouches, cement bags, and more. Over the years, Nikita Papers has built a strong foundation driven by scale, performance, and sustainability. Some of our key achievements include 100% recycled, tree-free, and chemical-free paper, in-house power generation capacity of 2.5 megawatts and 1.5 megawatts, maintaining zero liquid discharge since the year 2014. A growing client base across 14 states. Sustainability is at the heart of Nikita's operations with power from municipal solid waste, rooftop solar plant, waste to energy system, water recycling through zero liquid discharge, all contributing to reduced carbon footprint and long-term energy efficiency. With growing global outreach, expanding product lines, and a focus on supply chain efficiency, Nikita Papers is ready to scale new heights. Nikita Papers, crafting paper, powering sustainability.
Thank you for watching. We will start with the Q&A session. I request all the participants to post your questions in the comment box. Thank you. So we have first question from Mr. R.O. Banerjee. Please describe the process of producing craft paper from waste paper, including how the waste paper is cleaned and prepared for production.
Thank you for the first question, Vaishnavi. We would like to take you through the small process of, so the paper manufacturing can be basically divided into 3 segments: the energy generation, then the pulping system, and the paper machine. So it starts with grinding the waste paper with water. Thereafter, pulp is created. Pulp is taken through the pulping system, wherein all the impurities, be it plastics, staples, heavy impurities, sand, dust, all that is removed. When the pulp is clean, it is refined and chemically treated and taken to the process. So it comes to the machine. It is 99% water and only 1% pulp includes of paper. Thereafter, there is a wet end wherein you dewater, majorly is dewatered. Thereafter, the paper is formed into a sheet and it taken through the hydraulic presses and thereafter steam dryers. On the steam dryers, it is a thermal drying process where the inherent moisture of the paper is dried and the paper in the form of sheet is rolled into big rolls. Thereafter, that section is taken into our splitting section and where it is split into smaller rolls as per the sizes given by the consumers. So that is a basic view of how the paper manufacturing is done.
Okay. Next question, please. Aditi Menon, what differentiates us from the other paper companies?
Thank you for the question, Vaishnavi. So what we are doing different is, normally if you look around the paper industry, there is a lot to be incorporated with regards to energy, with regards to environment sustainability, with regards to the products that you offer to the market. So paper manufacturing involves a lot of energy. That is the first point. So there is a lot that you can do on the energy side. You can foray into the sustainable energy, which we are already trying to do. Then you can take a lot of green initiatives in the paper industry. There is a lot we process. I would like to also highlight a process that we follow. There is a Japanese technology called the lean management. We follow lean management in our company, wherein we have consultants on roll for 24/7. They take up segments in the manufacturing process. They scrutinize them. They find lack of efficiencies which can be improved. They will try to bring the best out of the team, best out of the process. So there are certain initiatives that we take in the industry which differentiate us from the other companies. We have our own in-house R&D team also. We are in continuous touch with the consumers. There are a lot of special grade products that we manufacture. We keep in touch with the consumer. Any requirement they have is designed first into the in our R&D department and thereafter offered in the market. So these are some kind of initiatives that we run that keeps us differentiated from other paper companies.
Next question, please. Abhilasha Kadam, your plant has zero liquid discharge system. Can you explain in simple terms how this helps in environment and saves money over time?
Yes, surely. Abhilasha zero liquid discharge system, paper industry involves a lot of water in the process. So what happens is when the paper in the form of pulp comes on the machine, it is 99% water and only 1% paper. So there is a lot of water that is circulated in the system. Earlier, what used to happen was because of the environment norms, this water was brought to the effluent treatment plant, treated completely, and then discharged as per norms. So this initiative was taken up by the internal in-house team that when the water is treated and it is good for use, why discharge it? So that is there the idea came in, and we started reusing all the water. Now, if you talk, that is the environment side of how we are conserving the industry. Whereas when you talk about monetary benefits, there are certain from the groundwater we have to pay the government. Everything the government charges, there are levies that we pay on the water that we extract from the nature. Apart from that, there is a lot of expenditure done on the electricity side also. If you are not if you are not conserving water and if you are drawing fresh water, there is a lot of electricity spent on that. So all this amounts to a monetary saving to us also.
Next question, please.
Yes.
Anandi Mittal, do you have any specific targets to reduce your water use or carbon footprint over the next few years? How do these goals fit into your growth plans after the IPO?
So Anandi, this is exactly what we are trying to do. We are trying to be a zero carbon footprint company. We have already converted our existing power plants from coal based. We converted them to biomass. Thereafter, we converted them to waste to energy running on RDF. That also is our goal in the IPO. Presently, we are drawing 6 megawatt power from the state board. Our campus runs at a 9 megawatt. So when post the IPO, we are installing a complete 9 megawatt captive waste to energy. So this will not be on coal, this will be on waste to energy, and it will be a zero carbon footprint generation for us.
Okay. Next question, please. Raj Gandhi, what are the cost savings realized from using MSW compared to conventional fuels?
Thank you, Raj. So as already mentioned, presently, if you are operating on coal or if you are operating on biomass, these are expensive fuels which you have to procure at your own cost. That cost adds on to your process cost. Whereas when you talk about MSW, which comes as cleaned RDF, this RDF is taken up by a government initiative. As we can see, there is a lot of stockpiles of MSW, which is a compliance on the government. It is a mandatory for them to clean it up. So what they do is they subsidize the process, and even the transport cost is partly shared by the seller and us as the buyer. So the effective cost of fuel to us is almost negligible. So there is a lot of cost saving that we have already achieved, which can also be seen in the financial figures when we used to operate on biomass, whereas when we have come down on prototypes municipal solid waste, there is a lot of cost saving that we have done. And yes, when we convert from partial generation to complete generation, when we install this 9 megawatt and the complete campus will be running on waste to energy, there is a lot of value addition that will be done to our bottom lines.
Okay. Next question, please. Arjun Verma, as our paper is primarily used for packaging, do we operate in B2B segment, B2C segment, or both?
Uh, a major segment is B2B segment, Arjun. We are presently operating through a distribution network. We have if we divide our products, we can divide them into two major categories. One is the corrugation or the wrapping paper, which is sold to converters who purchase raw material, who purchase raw rolls from us and then convert them into products, which is sold in the market. This is a B2B channel, wherein when we talk about specialty grade paper that we manufacture, a major of it also is gone to converters. We are presently only manufacturing rolls. We are not manufacturing paper bags. We are not manufacturing cement bags. So they are supplied to converters or system houses. So that also is a B2B segment. So a major portion of us are operating on B2B segment only. We are presently not operating into the B2C segment.
Next question, please. Jeet Gala, Where is waste paper RM produced from? Do we have any long-term contracts or is it's purchased in the spot market? How does pricing of RM happens?
Thank you, Jeet, for the question. The raw material that we procure is our mix could be divided into 80% indigenously sourced raw material and 20% is sourced from US and Canada. So the indigenously sourced raw material segment is an unorganized sector, and it is a collection done that is done from our households, from the industries. It is cumulated and in quantity supplied to us. So some contracts we have in some long-term contracts we have from the shopping malls, from factories that have a quantum of outthrow, whereas the general collection is sourced to us on the spot only. So we cater the raw material is supplied from both long-term contracts as well as from the spot markets. The international procurement that we do are definitely long-term contracts. They are in tenders in the process, and it's a 3-month timeline that what we procure today is delivered to us. So those are long-term contracts. Yes.
Okay. Next question. Hardeep Bedi. What is current working capital cycle?
Usually the current working cycle, when you talk about the procurement in the raw materials, because it's an unorganized sector, so the seller or the service provider who gives us the raw material expects us to pay within 10 to 15 days. The imported raw material, since it is a transit time of 3 months, it is shipped from there, and when it is landed on the port, then we have to pay for it. On the sales side, when we supply paper to the converters then convert the product. It is supplied into the market with the product, the FMCG product or the other small goods that are supplied in the market. That the market production, the proceeds from that is then seeded back to us. So that takes about a period of 3 to more months. So the selling side, the capital cycle is longer, whereas the procurement side, it is much shorter.
Okay. Next question. Jeet Gala. Do we have any products in pipeline to get into even lower grammage paper segment where use case is specialty and margins are higher?
So as we have already shown in the presentation, we are already operating in the specialty grade segment. There is a lot of development that goes on into that. We are sorry because of compliances, we cannot divulge too much about the future projections. But yes, we definitely keep operating. We keep looking into the segments wherein we can add margins and we can manufacture specialty paper as per the market requirements.
Next question. Anurag Shah. What is our primary cost component?
So our primary costs can be divided into three main segments. The first is the direct raw material, which is the indigenous waste paper and the imported waste paper. The second largest component is the energy segment, which includes our requirement of steam for the process and electricity for the process. The third largest component is the cost of labor or the cost of manpower that we incorporate. So these are the three major components in manufacturing paper.
Okay. Next question. Chaitanya Deshpande. What is our production capacity at each plant and what is the current capacity utilization?
Chaitanya ji, we have two machines which we call as PM1 and PM2. So our first machine, which was installed in 1992, presently has a production capacity of 140 tons per day. The second machine that we installed in 2021 has a capacity of 260 tons per day. A total we are manufacturing 400 tons per day. So when you talk about capacity utilization, our process is divided in three segments. So the paper and machine, the pulp section, and the energy generation segment. The paper machine and the pulp section have a capacity of 500 tons installed capacity, which we are operating at 80% today, producing 400 tons of paper. The energy segment presently can produce 400 tons per paper, and we are operating at almost full capacities today. So that is the division of this, and that is where we aim that post the IPO when we launch the 9 megawatt captive waste to energy, that will add on 20% excess capacity to our total lines. Thank you.
Okay. Next question. Avinendra, do you plan to expand to other parts of India globe in future?
Thank you for the question, Avin. We are already operating in various states in India, as was shown in the presentation also. Yes, we are expanding our specialty line paper, and that has the potential of export into global markets as well. We are already catering to a certain countries, and our marketing team, consistently in touch with the global markets, and we are an expanding company on that.
Next question. Apurva Jain. Does your company generate plastic credits EPR?
Abhinav, would you like to answer that?
Yes. Yes, we do generate EPR. Basically, EPRs are plastic credits are something that we are doing from the last say 2 years. Government की एक mandatory policy है in the plastic waste management rules wherein anybody who is generating plastic has to buy either recycled plastics or buy plastic credits from companies like us or any plastic recycling company. So whatever plastics you recycle और you use मतलब आप environment से निकाल लेते हो खत्म कर देते हो you get plastic credits उतनी ही quantum में उतने ही percentage में. So we've been doing a very good job from the last 2 years and it is every year it is adding to our bottom line in a very huge way. With the 9 megawatt power plant which we are proposing, आज अगर हम 500 टन डेली यूज कर रहे हैं म्यूनिसिपल वेस्ट, वी वुड बी यूजिंग क्लोज टू 1200 टन्स ऑफ म्यूनिसिपल वेस्ट एवरी डे. उसी प्रपोर्शन में हमारे ईपीआर भी बढ़ जाएंगे, प्लास्टिक क्रेडिट्स जो हमको गवर्नमेंट देगी वो भी बढ़ जाएंगे एंड उसी प्रपोर्शन में हमारा बॉटम लाइन और ज्यादा बढ़ जाएगा जस्ट बाय सेलिंग दीज प्लास्टिक क्रेडिट्स टू कंपनीज विच आर मैन्युफैक्चरिंग प्लास्टिक्स. Thank you.
Okay. Next question. Ayush, how paper components are separated from water and zero liquid discharge system?
Thank you for the question, Vaishnavi. So, as already explained, when the pulping is done, when we start from the pulping segment, the pulp is taken to the cleaning segment, which is called the pulp section. So we have various density separators installed. There is a high density separator, then there is a low density separator, then there is a centrifugal density separator. So there are various machines that clean out all the impurities that are present in the pulp, so that the paper that is produced is of good quality and free of impurities and dust.
Okay. Next question. Vimal Gandhi, what is our current power generation capacity and what is the planned capacity after the new plant is added?
Yes. So presently we have two power plants, boilers and turbines. We are at a capacity of 4 megawatt total. One is 2.5 megawatt and the other is 1.5 megawatt. As a prototype, we have converted these boilers from biomass to waste to energy. Hence, their running efficiency is 80%, and we are generating 3.5 megawatts power from waste to energy today. We are drawing 6 megawatt from the grid from the state board, and that is why we are planning to install a 9 megawatt that will totally outdo both these processes. We will not have to purchase any power from the state board thereafter.
Okay. Next question. Tanish Shinde, do we have any presence in export markets or deemed exports?
We do have a lot of deemed exports because the specialty grade paper that we manufacture is converted into products and thereafter exported. So that is the largest segment of deemed exports. Presently, we are not exporting directly because of the crisis between the Russia, Ukraine, and the other crisis happening. That is why the prices of the shipping lines have drastically gone up, and we being on the inside in the port in India, the export market directly presently is not being operated. But yes, deemed exports we definitely have a quantum in that.
Okay. Next question, please. Raj Gandhi, is our raw material entirely sourced domestically or do we rely on imports as well? What percentage of our total raw material is imported?
Raji, we can divide our purchases 80% from domestic and 20% from imported waste. So that is the ratio of the mix that we do now.
Next question. Deepika Chanda, do we supply directly to end customers or do we supply to their packaging vendors?
Deepika ji, we are a B2B company. We only manufacture paper rolls. We do not manufacture the end product for now. So we are not in direct contact with the consumers. We supply to the converters. Converters convert it into a product, be it a box, be it a paper bag or a cement bag, and thereafter it is supplied to the factories or the consumers for their end use.
Okay. Next question. Shantanu, how diversified is your customer base? What's the contribution from top five customers?
Shantanu, top five consumers, we had already shown the ratio, the division in the presentation, which covers almost 50% of our total sales. We have a diversified consumer base through our connected network. We are connected to the distributors to the market, who in turn are connected to approximately 80 to 100 converters at any given point of time. So that gives us a very diversified market reach through our through our distribution network.
Next question. Shreya Desai, if we do import raw materials, what specific grades or qualities are required for packaging applications and from which countries do we source them?
So our major sourcing of raw material is done from US and Canada. We do a smaller portion from Europe also, but majorly when you have to add value, we procure raw material from US and Canada, because primarily what we've heard that wood pulping in India is not done for the craft paper industry, whereas in US and Canada they have a lot of wood pulping done for craft industry also. So the long fiber that is required in the system for manufacturing of specialty grade papers is available as a raw material in their boxes. So whatever is thrown out as a box is the waste paper that is exported to us, and we procure raw materials from US and Canada.
Next question, please. Rajesh Bhatia, after going public, do you plan to expand your solar or wind power projects, and how will this help improve profit margins or protect against rising energy costs?
Rajesh, geographically located wind power is not a feasible solution for us. And yes, solar, we have already expanded into a 1.5 megawatt rooftop solar that we are doing. Our focus now is on captive generation, because paper industry requires a lot of power. So we are already in the process of installing a 9 megawatt, which is majorly the proceeds of this IPO is dedicated to the captive power project that we are planning to commence. This will definitely, yes, we have already explained that the conversion of the total campus on a 9 megawatt waste to energy will definitely add a lot to the bottom lines of the company.
Next question. Rahul Jain, what are some of the green energy or sustainability projects you plan to invest in first with the IPO funds?
So major portion of the IPO proceeds is towards the waste to energy, which is in itself, it's a sustainable and a green project. You are it's a zero carbon footprint project, wherein you are not using any coal for power generation. No biomass is used for power generation. It is the waste that is thrown out by the domestic consumes or the industrial consumes, that is piling on in the tier 1, tier 2 cities, and which is a compliance on the public, on the government to clean up. So that will be converted into fuel and will be used as generation for as fuel for generation in the energy in the waste to energy project.
Okay. Next question. Prerna Dahiya, congratulations.
Rashmi, your voice is not audible.
Congratulations, team, for the IPO. Am I audible now?
Yes, please. Please go on.
I would request you to give us some highlights on our power generation capacity and how we can help the PIBOs regarding EPR credits.
Thank you for your wishes, Prerna. Uh, we have already discussed on this. Presently, we are operating a 3.5 megawatt waste to energy, and balance 6 megawatt is drawn from the state board. So, given our total requirement of 9 megawatt, the campus will run at a 9 megawatt capacity, and the installation of the 9 megawatt waste to energy will convert the entire energy requirement on a captive basis. Yes, the government subsidizes this on the use of waste to energy through providing us EPRs. These EPRs are a direct source of income to the company. They are freely tradable on the Central Pollution Control Board portal, and they connect it directly to the brand owners. So the PIBOs require these EPRs, and they get in touch with us on a short term, on a long term basis. So it is a two-way transact between the PIBOs and our company when the EPRs are traded with them.
Next question. Virendra Bhutani. Questions by Salil Bhutani. How is the 9MW power project helpful to main company?
Thank you, Salil, for the question. See, installing this 9 megawatt will give us two benefits. So when you talk about a standalone energy waste to energy project, which the government does or which the cement plants do, in that only electricity is generated. Whereas when you install a captive power project in the paper industry, there are two products that we derive out of the installation. One is the steam, which is a major component in the process and has a cost. The other is the electricity. So definitely generating both on your own on a fuel that is subsidized or almost zero value, a lot of cost in the manufacturing will get subsidized and the company's bottom lines are expected to grow drastically. Yes, there is a gestation period of 13 to 14 months, but post that we are looking at a very good jump in the bottom lines of the company.
Okay. Next question. Cogent Invest. As you are using RDF as fuel, what all benefits you are getting?
Thank you, Gojin. Yes, we are using RDF as fuel, and as already discussed, there are multiple benefits. First is the cost of RDF is almost negligible. So the cost of generating electricity and steam is almost negligible for the company. Apart from that, it creates us into an environment-friendly company wherein we have a zero carbon footprint. We are working towards our ESG compliances, and the government also is providing us credits on this. The government has a good platform wherein you can avail these credits, and these credits can be freely traded, freely sold to the requirements who have compliances all them. So it's a multi-benefit using the RDF in our campus.
And are you also having any EPRs for the same?
Yes, we comply for the EPRs. Unfortunately, due to compliances, we cannot divulge the total amount of EPRs that we earn on this. We are not allowed to comment on this, but it adds a major amount of profits to our bottom line.
And if yes on EPR, what will be the amount you will get?
We are very sorry because of compliances. We cannot directly answer this question.
Okay, sir. Just टाइम पानी कैसे मैनेज और रिसाइकिल करते हैं और एनवायरनमेंट पर कम असर कैसे डालते हैं?
Yes, Ankit, we recycle all the water. हम जितना भी पानी प्रोसेस में यूज होता है उसको अपने एफ्लुएंट ट्रीटमेंट प्लांट में ले जाते हैं. और देयर इज अ सिस्टम दैट वेरिन आपका जो वाटर यूज होता है उसको ऑन द स्पॉट क्लीन करा जाता है, और जो बैलेंस वाटर है जो प्रोसेस में नहीं लग रहा है दैट गोज टू द एफ्लुएंट ट्रीटमेंट प्लांट. वी हैव प्रॉपर वॉशर्स एंड क्लीनर्स देयर. उससे पानी पूरा ट्रीट करा जाता है. इट इज़ ready for discharge as per the central government norms, but since it is treated and it is good to discharge, it is good to use also. So वहाँ से हम सारा पानी वापस प्रोसेस में लेते हैं and it is restarted in the pulping system. So उससे एनवायरमेंट बेनिफिट में ये बेनिफिट मिलता है कि हम ग्राउंड वाटर कम ड्रॉ करते हैं, या हमें जो स्टेट बोर्ड से वाटर सोर्स करना पड़ता है उसकी फ्रेश वाटर की रिक्वायरमेंट हमारी बहुत कम हो जाती है. So that reduces our dependence on the environment. Also, the electricity that we save in recirculating water and not drawing fresh water from the board is also a saving. So it's a two-way advantage and it is impactful in the environment. Next question, please.
Kapil Gar, congratulations.
Thanks a lot, Kapil. Thank you.
Soumya Agarwal, congratulations and best wishes.
Thank you, Soumya ji.
Rakesh Sinha, great.
Thank you, Rakesh ji.
Arundhati, all the best for the IPO. I think
Thank
we
you.
have covered your questions. Thank you, Ayush sir and Abhinav sir. Thank you, Rakesh sir and Amishama. Wishing you all the best for the IPO. Thank you, everyone, for being there.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.